The common advice is to hire a generalist first. That advice is only half right, and the wrong half could cost you months of lost execution. The real question isn't generalist or specialist, it's whether your business is ready for either. Here's the headline answer. The generalist versus specialist debate is a false binary. The variable that actually drives this decision isn't your budget, your company size, or what other founders have told you to do. It's role clarity. If you know exactly what the job is and what success looks like and how you'd measure it, that role is ready for a specialist. If you're still figuring out what the job even is, well, that's a generalist role. The hire follows the definition, not the other way round. So, before you post a job description, ask yourself this: can I write a precise brief for this role right now? To apply that test, you need to know what you're actually choosing between. A generalist covers multiple related functions and thrives in ambiguity. They're useful when the work is still being shaped. A specialist owns a focused domain and delivers execution depth. They're valuable when the scope is fixed and the standard is clear. Neither is better. They solve different problems at different stages, and the mistake is treating one as the safe default. So here's the test in practice. Take your next hire and ask, can I write a job description with clear deliverables and measurable outcomes right now? If yes, hire a specialist. If you're writing something vague like support the team across marketing and ops, that's not a defined role, that's a generalist role, and you should hire accordingly. A concrete example is an early stage business that hasn't yet worked out its marketing strategy. And it doesn't need a paid search specialist. It needs someone who can run experiments across channels, identify what works, and define the function. So hire a generalist marketer first. Once you know what works, the specialist role defines itself, and that's when you bring in depth. But if you skip this sequence and hire the specialist before the role is clear, you'll find out quickly that the problem runs deeper than the hire. Of course, both sides carry real risk. Hire a specialist into an undefined role and you waste their depth. They'll be underutilized, frustrated, and likely gone within a year. Specialist positions command a higher salary bracket precisely because they're harder to fill, so it's also an expensive mistake. If you go the other way though and over-index on generalists as you scale, no one really fully owns any function. Strategy stalls, execution quality dips, and the gaps compound. So a rule of thumb is at the very beginning, bet on range. As functions mature and success metrics sharpen, then you bring in depth. Stage and role definition drive the decision, not instinct, not budget, or certainly not what everyone tells you to do. If that was of value, subscribe to the channel for one real business question answered every video. For the same clarity in writing, the website and newsletter is 5minutebusiness.com.